Hello everyone, my name is Stifster, and welcome once again back to Attila to the War. And we are back with the Frankish campaign. So, turns out that the immigrants thing, it will actually go away. Even though it doesn't say anywhere that it's only temporary, and yes, it will go away. So, quite a lot has happened since we last talked. Firstly, I have expanded this. I managed to flip this into a proper thing and not just something with the wrong culture, which I couldn't use. Also gotten this, so I can get the noble Germanic swordsman if I want to, and better cavalry. I also have got this, and I'm actually working on my sanitation, and right now it seems to be going great. So that's very good. In other news, I didn't lose this city. I actually I gave up on it in Belgica because I basically had two provinces which I had troubles with, and yeah, you already have 100% happiness. Yeah, sure. But anyway, I had two regions here that I had problems with, and I decided that I was gonna basically give up on one of them, and that was gonna be my capital and my one and only trading province. So I decided that, okay, let's do that. Yes, it was causing me more troubles than it really was worth. Also, I saw that I had quite a few desolated places around myself. Now it's a bit better. It's actually getting quite settled, quite a few of these places. But I have managed to get to a place which has been completely destroyed, and I'm about to re-energize it. I also did find out that if you want to colonize it, you need to pay over 10,000 currency. Yeah. So I have had to save up for that for quite a while. So what does this actually give me? It's basically an empty plot where oh yeah, so it costs... well, that's fun. So it costs 10,000 just to get to this stage, and then you need to build everything else. Well, that sucks. I guess I'm inhabiting in ruin, so I guess it makes sense that way, but yeah, it's not that fun. Not that fun at all. And this happiness is probably only due to military presence. Well, just about. Anyway, we at least have one city where things are going really well. It's at -3 right now because I don't have an army in there. And we can take a look at this, which is also at +3, but I have both an army and a navy to try to keep them happy. So that really tells you a lot about how this city is doing compared to this one. This is also a provincial capital, so it might make things a bit easier. Oh yeah, provincial governor. Didn't think about that. You are a statesman. Yeah, let's give you some stuff to do. And now for an edict. How's the religion? Celtic paganism. Well, we need Germanic paganism, which is actually dropping. So I think that will be our first decree. Judgment of Woden. Of Woden, probably. That actually... we do have the might of Tiv here, and trying to cash in on our influence, which might be dropping actually, so maybe we should change over. No, Germanic paganism is actually on the rise, only slightly though, so it maybe still is a good idea to do that. Anyway, Germanic paganism is here at 88%, which is rather nice, but... oh yeah. Ah, I was gonna say that's because we have the Judgment of Woden, but actually we don't. So actually the province is doing, well, I won't say well, but relatively okay. So basically now we're not really a warring state. We're more a let's settle in that ruin state. So I'm at least trying to make it so that I have a few regions that are connected to one another. Right now I'm widely separated from the original capital. Which still is my capital, by the way. I don't know if you can really change it. I tried to find a way to do it, to make it so that the capital of the Western Roman Empire was actually Rome, but I didn't find that to be possible. I didn't find any button for it, although it's probably possible. I don't know though. Anyway, you want me to build something in the communal grounds tree. Okay, what is in that tree then? Also, let's build this. So, communal thingamajig. Definitely not in this. Okay, I see. But I already have that. I have this thing. Yeah, I already have that. Also, I can get this in a town. I don't need a city. That's good to know. Yeah, I already have this. So do you want me to build this here as well? I might as well. By the way, what was the military presence again? 19. Yes, it's gonna take a while before I can move out. Unfortunately, although the growth rate is actually very, very decent. So, I am planning on doing this, just to fill out this tree, and maybe then jump over this, or maybe just continue down this. I haven't really decided. This will give me research rate. No, that's the current research rate. It will give me wealth from industrial buildings, which is rather nice. And yes, then I will get sanitation. I've just finished with this, so I should get some more wealth, some more income. And yeah, we have a few things here that we should be able to research as well and get the campaign movement range. What do I get for that? Recruitment cost. And for that I get capacity. And for the final one I get replenishment. Food, wealth, and sanitation. So yeah, this campaign seems to be a rather peaceful one. Interestingly enough. Also, I got an achievement. So let's take a look at that. Just after the end turn, because it's not always the Steam overlay wants to cooperate when a Total War game is in its end turn phase. But yeah, if you watched the previous part, you saw that I almost gave up on this campaign. Just because I had such a huge problem with immigrants, and in the game, of course. And yeah, thankfully it will actually go away, but I didn't know that. And there was nothing that told me that would happen. Anyway, somehow I actually succeeded in that mission. Good. Also, Holy Vision. That increased the public order. Nice. Yeah, I don't really... This isn't really a flourishing city with public order. Oh, nice. Was that good omen for the entire thing? Maybe. So Holy Vision in Flavum has spread to Ratia and Oricum. Very nice. At least that's what it seems like right now. Also, yes, you can see right there, immigrants is now at -1. So apparently the hordes aren't as destructive as they used to be, probably because most of the Western Roman Empire has fallen by now. There's still a few regions here and there. Actually, this might be the only region, because these other regions, they are separatists. So, well, these are straight out rebels, but I got a clear war on by Western Roman separatists early on, and they got absolutely destroyed. Not by me though. But yeah, this might be just the last province they actually do still keep. See a lot of ruined stuff around here, so yeah, who knows. Oh, this is still active. Western Roman separatists. Yeah, there you can see, separatists. Yep, just about. So yeah, that might be the last bastion of hope for the Western Roman Empire. When it comes to the Eastern Roman Empire, I have absolutely no idea. Unless I can hover over this building as well and see who owns it. I don't think I can. Nope, doesn't seem to work. Anyway, let's get back to business. Oh, I need to have that constructed beforehand. Also, do I have more trade partners? Potential trade partners? Yes, these guys, but I think I've talked to them before. And last time I talked to them, they weren't interested. Yes, not interested. And one more, the Ostrogoth. Well, oh, you do actually have a pretty decent kingdom now. But yeah, I did talk to them earlier, and they were not interested. Yes, you can see. Likelihood, very, very low. Also, Italia is actually a faction. Which is nice to see, I guess. Also, this isn't counted as jointed. Huh, I guess I have to do something about that then. Oh yeah, there's this small patch of land. I thought that was actually belonging to the same thing. And this isn't connected either because the border goes here. Ah. I'll have to try to breathe some life into this one as well. I think that will be a bit tricky. Economistic wise. Also, I've got crossbowmen. So the most OP unit in the game, as far as I've heard, is now in my possession. By the way, what can I recruit here? Nothing. I guess I should have expected that. I could also move out and try to go to the other place and see how much it costs to breed light into that. Although it will leave these guys slightly unhappy. But I have quite a few points to, well, to go on basically, and I will get back to the next turn. It will take 12,000. Wow. Yeah, don't do that. Let's get back to this. Actually, double time should. Apparently, double time doesn't give you double anymore. Now it gives you plus 50. Okay then, sure thing. I can upgrade this. But right now we're doing pretty good, both with sanitation and public order. So I think I'll rather use my money where it's actually needed. And since I can't spend anything right now in Vesontio, that means that I should have enough money to build several buildings at once I can actually build buildings. So yeah, I guess if you wanted a laid-back campaign, this is the one. Well, not in the last part, that's for sure. But this is definitely, as I said, a lot more peaceful of a campaign. It's still absolutely BS how easy the AI find it to just settle places, because they definitely don't have enough money for it. And let's take a look at this, for example. So the Gaul, when they only had one region, they had 2 armies, no problem, public order at absolutely maximum, and nothing wrong basically. When I had one region, I think I struggled to maintain like half an army. Well, maybe not half an army, but I struggled to retain a full army, a complete army. So yeah, the AI is cheating. That's definitely the case, and I have seen other people note that as well on forums and stuff like that. And yeah, I guess that's. I don't know if we really want to do something about it. Do we really need to do something about it? I don't know, but I find it a bit wrong. It's annoying that an enemy that, well, a guy you want to attack and take the province of, you can't take it because he has 3 armies somehow in one region. And you are struggling to get 2 armies together in order to maybe, just maybe, outmatch them in a direct confrontation. Anyway, natural causes. That's a shame. Also, I think I saw a thingy, a decision. No, apparently not. Well, most likely it has expired. Oh, you can be an elder. Oh, you're down there. Can I just get you to an elder immediately? Apparently so. Okay then. Actually, can I cancel that? No, apparently I can't. So if I remove character from office, is that this office? I really don't hope so. Although it might be. Oh, I can get this guy as a judge immediately. Interesting. So that's my faction leader. Can't really do anything about him. And you are productive. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 children. Although this guy isn't that much worse. He is up to 4. And what about the last one? He has 3. And he isn't even married. Should probably find someone he can marry. There we go. Should have done that a long time ago. Oh well, we'll have to see. Yeah, so these guys are basically bastards. And that's why this guy is an heir. Anyway, that guy, you're of 8, right? Yeah, but you need to be 18 in order to get this. You also need influence, something you actually don't have right now. Interesting. But yeah, you're sure gonna be an asset later on. So, one more turn and then we can start recruitment. After I have dealt with some stuff. This is my admiral. No, this is my general. Sorry. Well. Go for this thing then. And cavalry, I don't know. I'd rather have ammo for my missile units. +6. It's going well here. Let's see. Pastures. Pastures can be upgraded. Nice one. It's gonna cost me a bit though. And public order is going to decline, and squalor is going to increase, and I can't really deal with both of those things. Either one of those things, really. Not without some consequences, which I'm not excited about, and therefore I will try to avoid. Failed to find a bride. And therefore he lost control. Interesting. Can I try again though? I could. It's gonna cost me some influence. Yeah, let's try that again. It's interesting how no one wants to be the wife of the High King of this faction. And actually, how powerful is that faction? We are strength rank 21. We used to be at 7, but then I demolished a third of all our holdings, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Food consumption increased. I don't know. Also, you need to keep an eye out for like local consumption, which is interesting. So it doesn't matter that you have, I don't know, 1 million food up here. If this region specifically goes in minus, then you are shit out of luck. Oh. So I can dismantle the ruins. That's an interesting way to put it. This will take 5 turns to build. Yeah, I'll try to get the pasture at the same time. Ah, this is the actual governor. So let's lower corruption. And... I think that's the best thing, really. Let's get that, so we eventually can get that, and maybe we can get that. Yeah, so we had quite a lot of stuff in order to get there. But I will get there. Oh yeah, the Huns. Kind of forgot that they were a major part of this game. So quite a lot of turns have gone by, so we may be facing like a Hunnic invasion or some event like that. No, there's more cutscenes than the one that says that, hey, Attila has been born. Fear him in like 40 years. Oh, we're only in the 408, so we'll still take quite some time before that happens. Oh, rejection once again. That's sad. Well, I guess he's still going... It's just gonna continue to father bastards. Thankfully, the guy that is actually now the heir, he has quite a lot of legitimate children. So I guess he's doing quite well for himself. Also, so this guy, he is dead, by the way. Died of infant mortality. But does this red line mean that these are his bastards? Probably. This guy only has bastards, and I know for a fact that he does. This guy doesn't have any bastards. Good for him. Okay, so yeah, I think I was a bit late on giving this guy a wife, and therefore he fathered a few bastards. I see how it is. Couldn't stagger the needs. I get that, man. Anyway, my control has significantly dropped, which is not what I wanted at all. Let's have this guy, let's see, there should be something that says increase control or something. Gather support. Strengthening your control. Let's see if this works. Also, I have a lot of influence, which I can use. This guy doesn't really have that much, and this guy, kinda, not really. I guess good enough. He could become a judge, if I were to appoint him as such. He is a governor, so it will increase the public order in the region he's governing. Which region are you governing, by the way? Oh, capital. Frisia. I see. No, I'm not gonna spend those points. Anyway, that has been... Oh, I need population surplus, really? Well, I'll build some pastures then. Or a farmstead, rather. So yeah, build that, and with that food, we will be able to support a small city. Yeah, so we will get outright 16 plus food, and then we will get the additional food, 5 per local fertility level. And let's take a look at the fertility level. It is average, which should be, yes, base fertility 4. So 4 times, what was it? It was as much as 15? Yes, so 60. No, plus 5. What is this? Like, No, it only says like 16 and then plus 15 and then 5 times 4, so 20. 20, 35, 45, 51. So yeah, that should definitely be enough for us to build a small city. And hopefully that will spur the growth rate a bit. Also, all these money I'm basically saving up. I should probably use them elsewhere, because this gonna take some time before I will be able to do something more here, apparently. So therefore I will invest in more food and more sanitation. Hopefully that'll help out a bit. I don't know if, well actually, No, sanitation doesn't really have an impact on public order. So maybe I want to go for... Maybe I'll try to rush for the Royal Council. It's going to take quite some time though. It will increase the public order, only slightly. Should I try to increase this? That might be what is the best option. That will give me an additional public order. So it's not really gonna... Well, not really gonna be the greatest thing ever. This has +1. Yeah, it's winding down. Something is happening. Immigrants. Still at a -1. Actually, what is dictating the happiness here? Religious differences, okay, I'm working on it. Taxes, everyone hates taxes, difficulty level. I don't like how this one gives you a minus, but I talked about that before. And yes, immigrants. So it could have been worse, could have been a lot worse. So currently I'm not doing too shabby. Although the expansive part of a Total War campaign hasn't really come off the ground, has it? Also, you can see this new city is significantly smaller than the old one used to be. So yeah, this campaign, gonna say for the third time now, is rather slow paced. So if that isn't your cup of tea, I suggest you watch my other campaigns. And if you do like some action, I certainly recommend the Western Roman campaign, where we are fighting a battle for survival, seemingly every single turn. Anyway, yes, I got some control. Let's take a look at this. Nice. I can use my influence again to gather even more support. It's gonna cost 25, and I do have the influence for that. Actually, is there anything here that gives me dominion? Secure loyalty. Attempt to improve a character's loyalty to the nation. So a selected character. Yeah, I don't need that. Adopt. I guess I could adopt a guy. This guy, maybe. He's a bit old, though. I don't know. I might have to save that. But yeah, become retainer. Request the privilege of accompanying another, more experienced character so that you may gain experience from their exploits. Interesting. Attempt to supplement the war chest through dishonesty and creative accounting. Not going for that one. Gather support and seek wife. So yes, gather support. What about you? Oh, you haven't come of age yet, so even though... Yes, you only look like you are an active character, but you really aren't. I see how it is. That makes sense. Okay, so we are done with that. We are done with all this, so we gain a bit of sanitation. Let's take a look at this now. Yes, it's green. Ooh, thank you. Thank you so much. And yes, it already was green here and here, so... we're continuing to do rather well. Also, something I would like... Well, actually, is this? Oh yeah, I didn't see this. Nice. So current situation is total sanitation +2. But what does that really give me? Like, I already have had a positive sanitation level, and I'll get an even more positive sanitation level. But what will that actually give me? Does it say anything about that? No. It seems like it's only a metric that fights Scholar, basically. Okay then. Decent enough. I guess this campaign is a good thing for me to take it easy and learn mechanics. And apparently that's what it's acting as right now. So what do we do next? We could go for land for loyalty. Of course that's gonna cost me 10,000. So it's slightly expensive. Also, what does this give me again? Yes, this gives me Mastery of Terrain, and it's relatively cheap. And that is gonna cost me 2,500. I'll go for that. So, of course I had to get this thing first, but that shouldn't be too bad. So this will give me Frankish Lancers, proper Frankish Lancers, Germanic Horsemen instead of Mounted Warband. I'll get Battery Liberian Germanic Artillery Crew instead of Artillery Liberian Germanic Artillery Crew. Well, that's a mouthful. And there we go. Replace. I'll get the Germanic Archer Marauder instead of Germanic Bowman Marauder, and finally Germanic Raiders instead of Germanic Mounted Brigands. So yes, let's do that. And yes, I now know how the mechanic of upgrading units works. Really simple. You take the units that can be upgraded, for example these, whatever they used to be, bowmen or something. You do this and then you click on this button. And then you simply upgrade them to better units. I would like for these guys to be upgradable, and I think actually they are. But I definitely haven't used that, like gotten that technology yet. But there we go. Sword Harban. That will replace Freeman. So maybe that will be the next thing I go for. Maybe. Or maybe we just try to fill out this and make it slightly even. Also, yeah, as I said, I'm working on quite a cash reserve. So I want to grab this in order to join our territories, which is going to take a while before I can really move there. Also, definitely not all, but but most of the public order comes from this army that is stationed there. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I really want this province to be self-sufficient, as this one kinda is and kinda isn't. It's like on the edge. It really depends on the events and seasons. But yeah, I want it to be at least surviving without an army in it. And I really need that to happen before I can move out. Either that or I get it to reach 100 and then I quickly just scooch out and try to grab this and maybe move them back if needed. Or I recruit another army just to garrison this settlement, which also is an option. Because this still hasn't been taken, but it might be taken at any second. I really don't know when. Same about this thing, really. Would be nice to get to expand into France, or Gaul, I guess. Because that's kind of what the Frankish did, and there's a reason why France is called France. Because it used to be a Frankish empire. Francia. And that merged into France. At least, as far as I understand it. I might be completely wrong on that. I'm just showing my ignorance. So sorry about that, if that is the case. If you're from France and you're offended, or if you're of French heritage and you're also offended. Also, we are at time, so after this end turn I will end the part and say that I thank you so much for sticking around. This, as I said, is a very slow campaign with really not much is happening. I'm enjoying it, much more than in the last part, but from the entertainment standpoint it's a bit dead. Oh! Just as I say that, the Jutish declare war on my ally, and they actually hold quite a bit of land. And they're allied with the Geats. Oh, they have vast extents of land. Oh my. Well. Oh, the Gaul are the aggressor. Huh, I don't like that. But I'm not gonna let an ally down. Well, that took a turn. Anyway, we will see how that impacts our campaign in the next part. So I thank you so much for watching through this part, and I hope that you will return to see what happens with me and the Jutes. And actually, am I at war with the Geats as well? No, the Geats decided to break the alliance. Oathbreakers. I'm not one. Definitely not. But yeah, once again, thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.